everybody, and welcome back to the Keri Runs 100 Miles YouTube channel. In my first video, I promised that I would tell you a little bit about what my training program was, so that's what this video is going to be all about. Whenever I first decided to do this, I kind of had to make the decision of whether to hire a coach or try to do it on my own. And I absolutely believe that coaches are amazing, and there is definitely something that to be said for the personalization and the accountability of having a coach. In my particular situation, I just couldn't justify spending it because I'm not doing this to, win a race or become an elite athlete or any of that kind of thing. And so I just really felt like it wasn't something that I could justify putting into our family's budget to do it. Maybe down the road someday it might happen, it might be something that's feasible, but right now it just really wasn't. And so I kind of was just asking people on the mighty Facebook what they use and what their thoughts were and that kind of thing. So one book that came back a lot was this one called Running Your First Ultra by Chrissy Moehl. I guess that's how you say her last name. It's M-O-E-H-L. And so I ended up just going with that one after doing a little bit of research, checking it out on Amazon and that kind of thing. So what's super great about it is it's not just a book of training plans. Or at least it's not just a book of training plans when it comes to miles. Yes, it has training plans for miles, but it's more than just about the miles. It's about how do you recover, how do you cross-train, how do you budget for a race, which is something a lot of people don't think about. How do you communicate with your pacers? How do you communicate with your crew? How do you, calculate your nutrition? And so it's been a really good, just kind of all-encompassing book for how the heck do I do this. It has these training plans for 50K, 50 miler / 100K, and 100 miler. There's a plane going on overhead. I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds very loud to me. And so what's super great about it is it's also customizable because it's not a bunch of hard and fast miles. It might say 8 to 10, it might say 12 to 14, so you can kind of customize it to your level and to your ability and work it around your life. And so that's been kind of cool. So starting on my week 1 of training is actually week 2 in the 100 miler book, because I technically started last week, but I didn't start really kind of this and all that kind of stuff until this week. So week 2 is 41 miles. What's super cool about it too is that she does 3 weeks on, 1 week off. And I don't mean off completely. She just calls it a recovery week. And what's cool about that is this is a 46.5-week deal. I'm going to be training for 46.5 weeks, and that can get so just emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally draining, just having the idea of 46 weeks just over and over and over and over. And so I think what's great about that concept is I can break it down into kind of bite-sized little nuggets. Be like, I just got to make it through the next 3 weeks, and then I get a down week. So I've got 2 weeks, so this week's 41, next week is 50, and then I have a down week that's only 19. And so I really think that's going to be helpful. It's kind of like runner's math, like when you're running and you're like, oh, I've got 12 miles. That means I only have to do, 4 miles 3 times. Or if you're doing repeats, you're like, all right, I just have to run up this hill 5 minutes and then walk back down, and I only have to repeat that 6 times. And so you focus on the 6 times and not necessarily the 5 minutes or the hill. So I just think I just have to do this 3 weeks on, 1 week off, repeat 11 times, and boom, I'm ready to run a 100 miler. So what I do in order to customize it for my crazy life and being a mom and being a part-time worker and being on my worship team and all sorts of other things is I take her plan, and I don't know where I put my day planner. Oh, there it is. So I take her plan, and yes, I am still an old school paper planner, happy planner. And I take it and then I adjust it to kind of my life. And so I take it and then I look, sometimes I decorate my planner. I take the training plan and then I look at my schedule, whether we have, you know, away soccer games, whether I had this commitment, that commitment, what my work schedule is. And then I feed the miles into my schedule where they fit. Because sometimes you can work your life around running and sometimes you have to work your running around your life. That's just the way it is. I'm definitely not an elite athlete. I don't have sponsors. I don't have all the time in the world. I don't have just unlimited time. I'm not one of those people that all I do is run. And so I'm just doing the best I can, figuring it out. I'm sure if it was a perfect world and I could do it exactly like the book, I'm sure there's a very specific reason why she has things in the order that she does, as far as when you do hills, when you do speed, when you do long runs. And so I'm gonna try my best to stick to her order the best that I can, but I also understand that it's not always gonna be feasible, and so I'm gonna have to just do the best I can, playing coach to myself and just kind of see how it goes. So anyway, so that is my training plan. At the end of every week, I will hop on here and kind of tell you how the week went. So be looking for that probably on Monday of next week to see how week 1 of training went. And and I was told that by a friend named Matt that at the end of the last video, I forgot to say like and subscribe. So I'm saying it now. I hope you will like this video and subscribe to this channel, and that you will be going along on this journey with me as I get ready to run 100 miles. Have a great day. See you soon.